All right, guys, I'm back with a video. I started to record another video, but the camera SD card ran out and I was gonna piece it together, but long story short, starting a new video. I'm back. Last video was a little pointed. I apologize to those of you that were offended. Not really. If you were offended, I was probably talking to you and you took it a little too literally. But we're back with a normal video. We're going over the news today. I'm looking on CNN. I see GOP-led House committee subpoenas DOJ for Epstein files. So I believe the House committee not only subpoenaed the DOJ for Epstein files, but it also subpoenaed several ex-politicians for testimony in a congressional hearings or whatever they were doing. What's going to become of it? I don't know. The article right below it is talking about, well, what's interesting is, so you have this, you have the Epstein House Committee investigation going on at the same time that you have the president saying that all this was just a big hoax. It's a big joke. You all fell for it. There was no Jeffrey Epstein or girls. Virginia Guffrey, who was that? It doesn't, Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, those are all made up names, stupid. You fell for it. It was like a new Q, but it was just an Israeli Mossad agent that was blackmailing our politicians using sex workers and videotapes. That never happened. And then right below it, so you have Epstein's friend here, Epstein's friend Trump, connected to this Epstein investigation. Then you also have right below it, attorney for Sean Diddy Combs confirms they've approached Trump administration about a pardon. So you have another New York kind of based sex offender. Epstein was out of New York. He was also working out of Palm Beach, Florida. And that's where he actually went to trial in Palm Beach, but the DA cut him like a sweetheart deal. And the DA ended up getting on the first Trump administration's cabinet. I'm not saying that's why, but that's probably why. Okay, so we got, and let's be real, you got another New York sex offender, Sean Diddy Combs. You got Trump, who's a new NYC mover and shaker, oy vey. He's probably going to pardon Sean Diddy Combs because that's how this all works. These guys are all connected together. We also have something that says, Governor Abbott asked Texas Supreme Court to remove Democrat Gene Wu from office for fleeing state. So what's interesting about this one is, hold on, let me just do a quick, I'm sure about one, let me make sure about the other. So you got Greg Abbott and you got Gene Wu. So just let me check. So in the state of Texas, I'm pretty sure, I don't want to make this without being, hold on guys. I'm eating up valuable YouTube time just to check my facts. Okay, so I'm not positive on it. Actually, well, it's hard to tell now. I think Greg Abbott, the governor of Texas, is Jewish. There's a picture with a yarmulke, or being given a menorah, and another one where these Hasidic Jews are giving him a torch. I'm pretty sure he's Jewish, but he could just be a typical American politician, and this is the awards they get, put on the yarmulke, get the menorah, here's a torch, kiss the wall. And so you have and he's pretty Zionist. He's definitely for Israel and their government right now. So you have Greg Abbott, who's wants to remove Gene Wu from office. So if you know who Gene Wu is, he's not even an American-born citizen. He's a Chinese national. I think he has dual citizenship. So you have this Zionist governor hunting down or wants to remove this Chinese-born Democrat from office And that about sums up American politics, right? In a nutshell, does it not? So let's go on to Fox News. Republicans threaten nuclear option as Schumer blocks nominees. Okay, so you have so you have Trump and Schumer, who are both Zionists. And like, this is where the charades comes in, because these people are both paid off by the same lobbyists. I mean, you're going to tell me that, the same people that paid off Trump, like Sheldon Adelson, or what's her name, Marjorie Adelson, Sheldon Adelson's wife, aren't the same people bankrolling Chuck Schumer? And then so you have this political theater that's basically taking place with Israel pulling the strings, because in all reality, that's who's paying these guys. And like, you can just look at their AIPAC donations, and that's just AIPAC, and that's just stuff they have to claim. I'm pretty sure nowadays they have some slick way of keeping all that shit off the records, because finance. But so yeah, more political theater with Schumer. I guess they're going to deny Trump nominees. It's already August. Why aren't these people approved yet? Just because of the bureaucracy of government. Then we have somebody who says, justice ultimatum. I'm going to exert my powers. Trump warns DC over violent youth gangs. So, violent youth gangs. We all know what that means. Here's a good one. Eerie elite hideaway. Woody Allen note reportedly exposes life inside Epstein's Manhattan mansion. So like, this is where, we're on CNN, we're talking about Epstein and Trump, and like, this is where it all ties together. These people are all birds of a feather that were stuck to a bird that was a Jewish Israeli sex operation to blackmail them. And so, they can't get off this bird because there was just too much evidence. And Jeffrey Epstein was a prominent figure in higher education in America, in the, entrepreneurial areas of America. This guy was a billionaire entrepreneur who had an office at Harvard. So he wasn't a nobody, and there's a lot of paperwork kind of tying all these people together. Something about that death on the Bonneville Salt Flats, that's sad. Never want to see racers die, but redistricting battle. So it's all a bunch of bullshit, dude. There's no real news today. The real news is that kids and women are still being starved and bombed in Gaza. I'm sure 500,000. See, I learned this fact the other day. When they talk about the Israeli-Palestine war, or let's just talk it's a war of attrition. So like, this is the Israel war against Gaza. They only count bodies they recover. So any family or like group of people that was like in a bombed out building, those people aren't even counted as casualties. So I've heard the official number is somewhere near 60,000 Gazans and Palestinians killed. But if you count all the people that are still under the rubble, it's somewhere upwards of like 300 or 400,000 Gazans, which is getting damn near close to 1/4 of their population. Because I'm pretty sure there were 2 million Palestinians in Gaza at the beginning of this, and like now they're just being like, I'm sure you guys have seen the videos. It's like this like nightmarish landscape, the bombed out rubble, and like kids and women just like fighting for food while like machine guns are shot at them. It's really fucking weird. It's something like out of a movie. But we support that with our taxes and our dollars and the weapons we make here. Basically every weapon that Israel uses is U.S. manufactured. It's pretty well known in the arms industry that you don't want to buy anything Israeli because it's usually a piece of shit. At least any type of weapons platform. Maybe they're like tanks and some of their more advanced technologies because they're good with that stuff. But for the most part, yeah, stay away from Israeli platforms and weapons manufacturers. That's why they buy American, because they know they're the ones making that shit. I'm on a tangent. Oh, that was the real news. Israel's still killing innocents. We're still giving them money and the bombs for it. The war in Ukraine is still going on. And I don't know how this hasn't blown up into anything bigger. We've been poking and prodding Russia for a long time, giving Ukraine weapon systems to reach deep inside Russia. And yeah, it's not good. We've also ignored China in the East. So fingers crossed nothing happens with those guys, but they're not very happy with us. I'm not going through the news anymore because this is all bullshit. Like, Deadly bacteria found in city water system. Yeah, no shit. Stuff about illegal immigration. Palestinians tell Fox News, Bill Hemmer, they're hungry and tired of Hamas. Yeah, I'm really sure that's what they're saying right now. I'm sure they're saying they're hungry. I doubt come on. Have you seen Palestine? It's like a fucking pile of rubble. If there is Hamas, they've been defeated. And now it's just overkill and what some might call, starts with a G and rhymes with menacide. But that's what it is. When you go this far to destroy an entire nation and their people and their culture, not only their culture, but then the Christian culture that's there too. Those churches are getting bombed. Yeah, the news sucks. It's boring. Wouldn't it be cool to actually know what was really going on in the world instead of just, oh, my mustache looks kind of weird. Should I do live streams? Should I bring people on this thing? I know a bunch of people, men and women. Would you be interested in seeing men and women on this show? Just women? I mean, I know this is YouTube and women get the views. And some attractive females I could bring on here. I don't know if they'd want to go on. Well, they might. I can be persuasive, but I don't know. Everything feels fake and gay, including the news. That's why I don't even like reading it. I could go to a conspiracy site and see what their top news is. Let's see. On my conspiracy site, the top news is... It says the U.S. is on a precipice of a recession, which we're already in a recession. Give me a fucking break. These people are idiots. 78,000 Americans have applied to become ICE agents under Trump administration. So that's one of the ways that you know that this ICE shit is bullshit, because you have 78,000 Americans that have applied to become ICE agents. But if like Trump was actively going after illegal immigrants, like they say they are, it would take an army, 100,000 people, and they should have raised that by now if that's what they are actually doing. But what they're actually doing is just whipping up fear and whipping up craziness, because that's how the system thrives. Epstein was an intel asset for the FBI. Who's reporting that? This is from Radar Online. He was secretly working with the U.S. government. Not with that other government in the Middle East, the U.S. government. Well, that's bullshit too. Some shit about the vaccine. Basically the same shit, dude. The same, I mean, the conspiracy sites are kind of garbage now too, I'll be honest with you. Dead internet theory is a fact. The more you look into the dead internet theory, the more you see that it's happening, and the internet has shrunk down to something very small. I often wonder what the average person looks at on the internet. I'd love to see what my mom or my dad surfs on the internet. My dad probably doesn't surf the internet. My mom probably does, but I'm assuming she just goes to like Fox News or like, I don't even fucking know. Maybe like Facebook and shit, but that's social media. I wonder if my parents even go on the actual internet. Maybe for like email. All right, nerds, it's a boring day and I'm getting bored and I need more input. I don't even know what I'm going to title this video because it's kind of rambling. But it's another video done, and it's another feather in my cap of creating content, which I don't really like doing. I don't mind editing stuff, but being in front of the camera is weird. And so, yeah, I hope you guys have a good day. My baby blues look good. But I hope you guys have a good day. Stick together, pray, meditate. Christ is King. Let's do this. Let's keep this channel moving. My car is in the shop right now, and so I'm gonna try and get a rental car and go to different spots in LA and either live stream or shoot videos or shorts. Just so, what do you guys want to see in LA? Let me know. I could go to the burn zones. I could go to downtown to Skid Row. I could go to, I could go anywhere. I could be your fantasy if you let me. Won't you let me? Seacrest out.